Hey guys, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today I wanted to take you through the process I go through using my MPC 1 to create a track. Now the reason I'm going through this is because I was just asked recently by MixedOfMusic to contribute a track to a project that he is releasing next week on the 21st. Very excited. I'll put a link down below so you can check it out. If this kind of content interests you, please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments because I really would love to hear what you have to say. So I just wanted to take you through a brief, this is not the actual track, but I put together a quick little track here and I'm going to explain what I do so you will understand my process. I was trying to go for, when I create a track on the MPC, I don't fully go for sequenced all the time. I go for sort of performative factor, if you will, where I'm going to record parts that I want to play, but I'm going to trigger them manually. So that I get kind of a special, I don't know what you want to call it, but in my mind, it's like a special performance each time. It's not a repeat of the exact same thing every time because I can change it up as I feel like changing it up. For example, right now, you'll see that right here I have 7 pads lit up, right? You can see those on the screen, the yellow ones. What I usually do is I separate my drums. I know a lot of people do their drum tracks as one piece or whatever and then mute the pads. I prefer to put them on separate tracks. It gives me a little more control, and let me explain why I do that. For example, if I am going to mute the pads that I don't want to hear, this right here is my kick, these are my hi-hats, and this is my clap. So 1, 2, and 3. 4 I still have available to use for something else if I want to. And then up here I have several instruments. What I would do is I would go through and select my track 1, which is a 909. I just really like the 909. And I would just play the kick drum on one track. And then I would play my hi-hats on another track and my clap on a third track. This lets me I can play it like, you know, or I can separate it and just be, or, get what I'm saying? It lets you break it down more. It's nice. So I do the same thing with my instruments, every instrument on its own track. I try not to reuse the tracks and have multiple parts on one track, even if I'm using the same instrument. So say I'm playing a bass part and a lead part with the same instrument because it's like, say it's a lead type instrument that I'm just using as a bass instrument. For example, let's go over here. We'll go to track 8. Okay, track 8, I'm going to unmute go over here so you can hear track 8. Now I could play a bass part with this if I wanted to do. And I could play a lead part. And I could put them on. I would put them on separate tracks just so I could control one or the other. In this case, I'd have to do some modifications to the sound anyway because it's monophonic or legato. But it's a beautiful sound that I might want to do something like that with. Anyway, so I put all my different instruments across different tracks. Now, the reason I do this is because now I'll just press play, okay, and it will kick in with whatever I have triggered to play, but then I can unmute the tracks as I feel like bringing them in. You just want to, I messed that timing up, but you need to watch your timing is what I was going to say so they come in at the right time. So you have the 2, 3, and 4, and here we go. The other thing that's cool is you can jump in and out with 2 different sounds. And then what I'll usually do is I'll have one instrument, which isn't even set up here, but I'll set one up right now. Go to main. I'm going to select track number 9. Okay. I'm going to grab a plugin, and then I'll go right here, and I'll pick, we'll go with stage piano just because that's a pretty good one usually. Select that. Oh, I didn't add a new plugin. Sorry. Let me add a new plugin first because you don't want to lose your plugin setups. Typically, maybe you do, but I don't. So we go. Let's bring that in there. And now not exactly the piano I would like to have in them. See if they have something real quick that I can find that's like a more bright piano. One pop, that sounds. All right. So now I would have this in here as just a free play channel. And that's how I lay down my tracks when I'm using the MPC. Yeah, let's have a free channel to play over, and it gives me, I might have a couple channels like that set up. They're just fun because it gives me a second to kind of improvise over the track that I'm playing and give you a little something more than just a generic track that I'm laying down for, you know, whatever, for a little project or whatever. If this was helpful to you, as far as you've been looking for a way to do MPC music and you just, wow, that's, you know, kind of a neat way to handle this on the MPC, and this is something you've been looking for, let me know in the comments. I hope it was helpful to somebody. And I will do more projects like this later on. I've got more songs coming up shortly. I know there's another project coming up for that, and I've got a remix I'm actually working on, which I might share if I'm allowed to once it is complete. And that is pretty much it. So I hope everybody's having a great day and everybody's being safe out there. Sorry, I've been slow with my videos. My voice is a little hoarse still. I'm getting over something, hopefully. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.